YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with another print quality test video. Today I've got the HP SmartTank Plus 651 and we are going to be testing this printer, seeing how it prints regular paper and then how it prints on photo paper with the various or 2 or 3 different photos that we're going to be printing. You're probably watching this video because you were directed here from my unboxing video. Now if you're watching this video and you haven't seen my unboxing video for this printer and you're trying to make a buying decision, I'm going to link that in the description below. I'm also going to link some products in the description below that I'll talk about later on in the video. Just keep that in mind. There are resources down there for you for your convenience. So if this video ends up being helpful, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This RayQ extender, it's what I'm using. It's an extender on the MacBook Pro. So if you have one and you need to connect directly to a printer or you need to connect an SD card, it has a lot of different connections. I'm going to leave a link for the MacBook Pro in case you were in the market for a laptop. And then the RayQ extender, if you already have the MacBook Pro, that's going to be really helpful for you with all the different inputs that it has. So the first thing we're going to be printing off is the United States Constitution. I found out quickly this printer does not do double-sided printing, and so there was an error here along the way when I was adjusting this. I put just enough paper for 3 pages that would be able to print off this whole document double-sided. However, only 3 to 4 pages I was able to print off from this document. So you really want to pay attention to your presets when you're printing on regular paper and on photo paper because that's really going to determine how things end up coming out. If you have a MacBook Pro, it's going to look similar to what you saw on the previous screen. If you have a some kind of Dell computer PC, it's going to be a little bit different to adjust the presets when you're printing something out. So you got some of the articles here that were printed out. And this is the quality. Unfortunately, again, this printer is not double-sided, so you got the one page that was able to print. So I just wanted you to be able to see that. So now we're going to print off 3 different photos. These are photos of volcanoes. So you got a lot of, in this color, orange, dark black, gray, red in some instances, and you'll see some other colors with the other photos as well. What I try to do in these videos is I try to do a wide variety of colors and different types of landscapes so that you get a pretty good idea of what each printer is able to handle. Now if you notice on the left hand side of this photo, it's a little bit darker. That's because this image, I attempted to print it 2 or 3 times and it ended right at that point. So you're going to have to set that aside. That has nothing to do with the quality of the printer. That was just a mistake on my end and with the printer as well because it ended up stopping right at that point. So just focus in. I'm going to point them out. Right there in the middle, that's going to be your quality. Left and right are a little bit darker because of the error that was caused from printing 2 or 3 times on the same page. But it actually came out pretty good. It didn't come out choppy or off the lines. Everything came out perfectly. And you see here, this is a good picture. You got the red helicopter there to the left. You got some orange, black, and grays, and then you got a little bit of white smoke. And you see that, there's some pretty good detail going on here with the volcano shooting up that molten lava, and you're able to see that it's able to capture that amount of detail. Alright, I will be leaving product links for this printer and for some remanufactured ink. Remanufactured ink is going to be just about the same, if not exactly the same as the original HP ink, and it's going to be a lot cheaper for you. So if you're doing a lot of printing like this for photos, that's exactly what you're going to want to do. You're going to save at least 50% or more on your ink so that you can do more of these photo prints. So this is another volcano, and here we just have a landscape. You have the cloud of smoke, you've got the mountain whites, you got some blues to the right. Now the speed at which this printer is able to print these photos is, I would say, medium to slower. I've seen some photos that are able to shoot out some of these photos really quickly, so I would say a little bit slower than those printers, but it's about in the middle with speed. You can see the quality is really good. One thing, again, you really want to make sure of, if your photos are not coming out the way you want them to, it's most likely because your presets are off. Okay, so here is another photo that we're printing. This is another volcano, except it's an inactive volcano. It's a volcano that actually was able to be dormant and vegetation was able to grow, and I believe there's even a small town or people that live within this volcano. I could be wrong. I think I spotted some buildings to the right of this little island of what it is now. But you see that, very interesting. If you go to Hawaii, if you go to some of these places, very interesting to study and understand volcanoes and how they work. And so I just wanted to throw this in this video. So you see the quality. The picture, to be fair, was not the most HD, not the best quality. And so when it printed out, it wasn't that good of quality because of the photo that it derived from. So I'm not blaming this. This is still good quality. However, it's a little bit muddy. It's a little bit lower quality, but that's just because the photo itself was lower quality. Alright, so I hope that this print quality test video was helpful. Again, if it was, please make sure to like this video. If you have any questions at all about anything I did here in the video, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Also, remember all of the product links that I have in the description below. One of them for the laptop, the MacBook Pro that I use, the RayQ extender, the printer that I use, the HP SmartTank Plus 651, and then some remanufactured ink to go along with the printer. Alright, that's really all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.